Long, long ago, when the world was still young, people had forgotten how to be kind. The earth was filled with fighting, shouting, and sadness. Imagine the sound of angry voices echoing everywhere, and the sight of people choosing wrong instead of right. But high above, in the heavens, God was watching. His heart was sad. The world he had made was no longer filled with love. Yet, in one small corner of the world, lived a man named Noah. Unlike the others, Noah loved God and listened to him every day. When others were noisy and cruel, Noah's home was filled with peace, laughter, and prayer. One evening, as the sky turned orange and pink with the setting sun, Noah looked up and heard God's voice. "Noah, build an ark. A great flood is coming to wash the earth clean. But you and your family will be safe inside. Bring animals with you, 2 of every kind. I will make a new beginning." Noah's heart pounded. A giant flood, an ark bigger than any house. But he trusted God. The very next morning, the sound of hammers echoed through the valley. Bang, bang, clang. Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, began to build the ark. Neighbors laughed at them. "Look at silly Noah," they jeered, "building a giant boat on dry land. Where's the water?" But Noah kept working. Bang, clang, thud. The wood creaked as the ark rose higher and higher. Day after day, week after week, the ark grew. It was taller than houses, longer than fields, and strong enough to face a storm. When the ark was finished, its doors stood wide open, waiting. And then something incredible happened. From the forests, deserts, mountains, and skies, the animals began to come. 2 elephants, their heavy steps shaking the ground, boom, boom. 2 lions, their golden manes swaying as they growled softly, grrr. 2 rabbits, hopping quickly with twitching noses. 2 parrots, squawking brightly, squawk, squawk. 2 turtles, crawling slowly, their shells shiny in the sun. Birds filled the sky like a rainbow of feather sparrows, doves, and eagles. The air was alive with chirping, buzzing, and roaring. Children, imagine the noise of hundreds of animals gathering together. Noah guided them into the ark, 2 by 2, until the great boat was filled with life. And finally, Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives stepped inside. The door creaked shut with a deep creaking thud. Then, the sky grew dark. Black clouds rolled in, covering the sun. The wind howled through the trees. Whoosh, thunder rumbled. Boom, boom, and the rain began. First, a drizzle tap, 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 then harder drip, drop, drop, until it poured and poured without stopping. Streams overflowed, rivers rose, and soon the earth was covered in water. Houses disappeared, fields vanished, and tall mountains became small islands. But inside the ark, Noah and his family were safe. The animals rested, some snoring softly, others rustling in their stalls. Outside, the storm raged for 40 days and 40 nights. At last, the rain stopped. Slowly, the sun peeked through the clouds. The waters began to sink lower and lower, until the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah carefully opened a small window. He sent out a black raven, which flew back and forth searching for land. Then he sent out a dove. The first time, the dove returned there was nowhere to rest. 7 days later, Noah tried again. This time, the dove came back with something in its beak, a small green olive leaf. Everyone gasped with joy. The earth was growing new life again. 1 week later, Noah sent the dove once more. This time, it did not return. It had found a home. Noah knew it was time. With the door swinging wide, the animals rushed out. Elephants trumpeted, lions roared, monkeys chattered, and birds soared into the sky. The world was fresh, new, and filled with promise. Noah stepped onto the ground and built an altar. He thanked God for keeping them safe. And then something amazing happened. Across the sky stretched colors, more beautiful than anyone had ever seen. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. A great rainbow glowed above the earth. God spoke gently. "This is my promise to you, and to all living creatures. Never again will a flood destroy the earth. Whenever you see the rainbow, remember my promise." The children pointed up in wonder. The animals quieted, as if listening. And Noah smiled, tears in his eyes. The world had a new beginning. And that, dear children, is the story of Noah's Ark, a story of trust, of safety, and of God's promise. So the next time you see a rainbow shining after the rain, remember Noah, the animals 2 by 2, and the God who always keeps his word.